There was a time not so very long ago that Seat was almost seen as the problem child within the Volkswagen Group family. But then in 2012 along came this, the third generation of Leon, and it started to change things, not only because it was good to drive and excellent value, but also because, well, it looks really cool. In this CarGurus used car review, we're going to tell you all about it. As a quick recap, the original Leon was launched in 1998 and offered Volkswagen Golf underpinnings at a reduced price. It was followed in 2005 by the second generation Leon, and then in 2012 by the model you see here. The third generation Leon is available as a 5-door hatchback like this one, as a 3-door known as the SE, or as an estate known as the ST. No matter which one you go for, you'll need to decide whether you want a pre-facelift model from before 2017 or a post-facelift one from after that, like this car here. Visually, the pre and post facelift cars look pretty similar, but there are differences. This touchscreen is a good example. Pre-facelift cars, it's smaller and has shortcut buttons around the outside. On this post facelift model, it does look much cleaner, much slicker, but actually the lack of buttons makes it trickier to use, particularly zooming in and out on the satnav, where the pinch to zoom functionality is just nowhere near as good as you'll find on a smartphone. Elsewhere, the interior doesn't quite have the polish to it that you'll find in a VW Golf, but it is well made and not too cluttered. To drive, the Leon has always felt like a slightly sportier take on the Volkswagen Golf, and that is the impression you get with this third generation model too. Yes, the ride is firmer, but it's not uncomfortable. While the steering is direct and well weighted, this gear lever moves around with good precision, and the whole car just feels agile and responsive. For a family car, it's really good. You can upgrade that really good to incredible if you go for one of the Cupra hot hatches, which tend to outperform their rivals when it comes to horsepower and as a result are incredibly quick. We talk about the Leon being a family car, so surprise surprise, it's got the same size boot as a Volkswagen Golf, albeit with this high loading lip. Now you can get round that by finding a model with the dual height boot floor, but as that was an optional extra, not all cars are going to have it. Entry-level models don't come with split folding rear seats, so if that's on your wish list, be sure to check it's there. In the back, there's not as much room as you'll find in a Skoda Octavia or a Vauxhall Astra, but having said that, bear in mind I'm 5'11" and look, I've still got plenty of space. If you're going to carry 3, the person in the middle is probably going to want slimmer hips than me, but otherwise this is a very practical car, right down to the fact that these doors open nice and wide and are big, so getting in and out is easy. In terms of specification, even the entry-level S comes with air conditioning, but for extra equipment, look out for an SE or FR spec car, particularly if it comes with Seat's technology pack, because this adds a DAB radio, LED headlights and satnav. With engines, there's a huge supply of petrol and diesel, many of which you'll find listed for sale at cargurus.co.uk. Now the latter are best suited for those who do the kind of regular long journeys that will give the diesel particulate filter a chance to regenerate. If that sounds like you, there's a choice between 1.6 and 2 litre TDI engines, both shared with the Golf and both able to deliver upwards of 50 miles per gallon in normal driving. With the petrols, things kick off with a 1.2 litre in pre-facelift models or a 1 litre in post-facelift. Both actually offer surprisingly sprightly performance. However, if you do want a bit more power, try the 1.4 turbo instead. By searching on CarGurus, you can refine your choice by lots of different factors, including fuel and gearbox type. Our instant market value technology will then tell you how the price of one car compares with similar models listed for sale, while dealer ratings provide a guide as to the kind of customer service you can expect. To make things as simple as possible, next to every listing on CarGurus, you'll find a form where you can contact the dealer direct, whether you want to ask a question or organise a test drive. Plus, our tools show you things like the number of days a car has been advertised and any price reductions in that time, all of which can help when it comes to negotiating. When you do go to look at a Leon, have a good feel around inside to check there hasn't been any water ingress, and try out all of the electrical items and the air conditioning. If you're looking at a car with a DSG dual clutch automatic gearbox, make sure it shifts quickly and smoothly, particularly if it's the 7-speed unit. Post-facelift cars might also include autonomous emergency braking, or AEB. Now this uses a forward-facing radar to scan the road ahead and will warn you if you're about to collide with the car in front. Not only that, but if you fail to react, it can apply the brakes to either minimise or avoid an impact altogether. It's clever stuff and can even help to reduce your insurance premium, so it's well worth looking out for. Regardless of what equipment the car has, make sure it's been serviced regularly, and if it uses a timing belt rather than a timing chain, make sure that belt has been changed according to the manufacturer's recommendations. If not, you'll need to budget £400 to £500 to get that done. No matter what Leon you go for, it's unlikely you'll be disappointed, particularly when you throw value for money into the equation. So if all that sounds like your kind of family car, head to cargurus.co.uk where you can begin your search for a used Seat Leon from a top-rated dealer.